Yo, what's going on, guys? R.I.Pierre here, using that max power return on YouTube, and today we have part 2 of the of the tier shifts explained and my thoughts on them, and basically like a little bit of an explanation of why some things went up and down by usage or what happened to them, etc, etc. Oh my god, why is Skitty here? Anyway, I'm sorry. Yeah, last time we covered the switches of things that went from RU to UU, things that went from UU to OU, and things that went from OU to UU. This episode we will cover what went from RU to NU, what went from NU to RU, what went from NU to PU, and what went from PU to NU. So I hope you could follow that. So let's go ahead and do that into the team builder. So we're going to start with what went from RU to NU, as we did everything else last time, or well, everything higher. And it's still doing this. Damn you, phone. Alright, so. Oh wait, no. This is two. So this will make me cry because it's just too much for me. Actually, you know what? No, we have to go in order. Let's go in order from the bottom. Alright, so we're gonna start with PU to NU. Now these are just things that were meant to raise. Scyther is just way too good for PU with 105 speed, 110 attack. Choice Band pretty much kills everything. Eviolite plus Swords Dance lives everything and kills everything else. So it's just a fantastic Pokemon, fantastic PU sweeper, and it's actually pretty good NU mon as well, so it was getting a lot of usage in NU anyway. There was no point for it to stay in PU where it was, so there's that. Musharna went from BL4 to NU. It was actually banned from PU after a suspect test a while ago, and yeah, Musharna is it's a really good Pokemon. 116 HP with 85 defense, 95 special defense, and 107 special attack. Also with 29 speed, could be used on a Trick Room team. It's also very useful outside of Trick Room with its defenses and its special attack. Also has Baton Pass and Calm Mind, which is very, very useful in this tier, especially the way it is now. So, now we have Bouffalant. Now, as I explained in the last video, as far as Superior went, back when Superior was in NU, it was wreaking havoc on anything that... It wreaked havoc on everything that didn't resist or was immune to it. So, Bouffalant has the ability Sap Sipper. Its attack is boosted by +1 every time a Pokemon hits it with a grass type move. You switch in Bouffalant on a Leaf Storm. Bouffalant doesn't care about any of Superior's moves at all, because it has 95 HP and 95 special defense. It does not care about any of its moves at all. Superior has 229 special attack at max Timid with Leaf Storm, Hidden Power Fire, Dragon Pulse, and I don't even remember what the last move would be. It would be Giga Drain, or it would be like Synthesis or something like that, depending on what you were using. But Sap Sipper Bouffalant just became a staple on your team. You needed it in order to succeed because Superior was around. I went a different route. I decided to use Go-Goat. It has enough special defense to live on its own, really, and I just didn't feel like running Bouffalant. I mean, that wasn't the best decision, now that I'm really thinking about it, but it's cool. I never had a problem with Superior, never got swept by one, although I have swept with it before, so I'm just gonna stop flexing there. So these are the mods that went from PU to NU. That's a pretty short list, so let's go vice versa and go see what went from NU to PU. Now, I don't know enough about Probopass to tell you anything about why it would go there. Ooh, I sent something. Download, there we go. Alright. So we have Probopass. I have no idea. I guess with Steelix coming around, there really was no use for it anymore, and it's outclassed offensively. If you have Steelix, it's outclassed defensively. I don't really know what Probopass did though, so I really can't say anything. The one thing I can say is about the other mons that are about to be shown. I can't say anything about Probopass, so I'm really just, it fell. I really hadn't seen it at all, so its usage, that's why it fell. So you have Pawniard here. Pawniard came to be a pretty much, not a necessity, but it would be something you would see a lot in the NU tier a few months ago, 4 or 5 months ago. And like, I started using it before I knew it was supposed to be a thing. I was like, Pawniard really fits this team. I need a Steel Dark type. Let's see if we can find one. I'm like, oh, okay, there's Pawniard. All right, let's put this guy on the team. And a week after I started using Pawniard, I started seeing it everywhere. So it was like, I mean, I had also gotten higher in the ladder during that week's time, so of course I was going to start seeing the higher ladder teams who would also have Pawniard as well. So and this is like the same time that Scraggy started getting some popularity. I was like, interesting. But yeah, so Pawniard really can't do anything in this metagame. It's got 60 speed, 40 special defense, 70 defense, 85 attack, and 45 HP, and Steelix just kills it. When Steelix goes, because it's going to go, it's being tested within a few days, or according to the NU forums. And when Steelix goes, Pawniard will get a little bit more usage. Although with Virizion dropping, which is one of the things that I'm seeing, it's one of the things that you're going to see soon, and with things like Heliolisk around and whatnot, it's going to see very little opportunity to do anything really. Although camera up is also an issue for Pawniard. Pawniard can't really touch it without Sucker Punch, and it's not going to do too much if it's not, I don't even know, if it's not boosted. There we go, without Swords Dance or Defiant or whatnot boosting it. So Sucker Punch is going to do absolutely nothing to camera up. So yeah, now this one I was a little bit surprised with, but at the same time not really. Another mon that really gets absolutely bodied by Steelix is Armaldo. 75 HP, 125 attack, 100 defense, very nice at the top here. 80 special defense is okay, which is not bad at all, but 45 speed, middling, just didn't really give it too much. Battle Armor and Swift Swim, pretty good abilities, Battle Armor being the better one, but Swift Swim not being very useful on something as slow as Armaldo is, and something that has the type of job that Armaldo does. So there's that. And yeah, so Armaldo was a rapid spinner and a stealth rocker in the NU tier, but it really it fell out of popularity. There's just, once Kabutops came around, especially as the premier rapid spinner of the NU tier, and the basically the GOAT. It was the greatest it was the greatest rapid spinner in RU in NU once it dropped, and just poor Armaldo just lost all usage. I mean, it's still a very good physical attacker, but its weaknesses are so common in the tier now, with Mantine running around. And I mean, Armaldo one hits Mantine. I mean, just saying, just gotta let you guys know that at the very least. But it's a decent spinner. I used it a lot because I do love Pokemon who have the ability to play both roles as both a spinner or defogger and a stealth rocker. But it did find its way down to the PU tier. So what are you gonna do? I can still use an NU if I feel like it. I probably won't though. It gets bodied by a lot of things in this tier now, including camera ups. Camera up still destroys it. I think it still one hits it, actually. That's pretty scary. Alright, so I'm gonna go ahead and go into what haven't we discussed. So we discussed PU to NU. We discussed NU to PU. We did RU to UU last episode, OU to UU last episode, UU to OU last episode. So I'm going to RU to NU and NU to RU. So let's go to NU to RU, and then we'll go into the final part, which is my favorite, RU to NU. I'm so excited. Oh my gosh, man. Alright, so we have Glalie, base 80 all around, just like Fione, or Fione, if people are calling that, or Fi1, as I've heard it being called before, but it's called Fione. Just a little bit of Poke knowledge right there. So Glalie has base 80 stats all around. There's really nothing to say except that it rose due to the usage of Mega Glalie, which is a BL3 mon that I think got pushed up to RU. It's either still BL3 or it got pushed up to RU. I think it's still BL3 though. Glalie itself is an RU mon now though, so it's like whatever. No one was using Glalie in NU or PU. It's just, I mean, when Glalie was PU, no one was using it then. When Mega Glalie was PU, it got a lot of usage in PU and NU. And then it got banned by NU because it was over-centralizing, and just, it was a mess. It was a mess. Along with Pangoro leaving. It really opened up some stuff for the NU tier. So Glalie just left because of its Mega. That's really it. Kabutops, RU reclaimed our best spinner. It reclaimed our best spinner. I am so sad. I am so sad. I'm just appalled. Oh, I need to pause this for a second. Alright, sorry about that. I have returned. So yeah, RU is a jerk. They decided to take back Kabutops I mean, with all this usage, it was bound to happen, but our best spinner is gone. Such a great offensive rapid spinner. Now you look at the stats and you're like, wow, why did Armaldo fall? Oh my gosh, look at that thing. It's just like, oh my gosh. Well, let's see. Yeah, we look at Kabutops. Wow, Kabutops. I'm cool. So yeah, we look at Kabutops. You got 60 HP, lower than Armaldo. 115 attack, lower than Armaldo. 105 defense, lower than Armaldo. With special attack 65, special defense 70, which is higher than Armaldo. And 80 speed, which is higher than Armaldo. That speed had a little bit of something to do with it, but not as much as the fact that Kabutops is a much better typing. Not being weak to steel. Physical steel attacks really not being a huge issue for it, but its job was to come out with its job was to be a life orb sweeper. If it needed to rapid spin, it came out and it rapid spun on something, on whatever you needed it to do. So, it's annoying. Alright, I'm sorry. But Kabutops did its job. Its job was to, the main set would be Aqua Jet, Rapid Spin, Stone Edge, and Waterfall. With Life Orb, it does a lot of damage. It's fast enough to the point where it can actually outspeed something, whereas Armaldo was almost always taking a hit or getting switched out on whatnot. And there's also a lot more things that could switch into Armaldo because it only has 2 attacks that it runs mostly, because it has Rapid Spin and Stealth Rock. So we'll also have it would have Stone Edge and X's most of the time, or you would see some other stuff like Aqua Jet and Stone Edge or whatnot. Kabutops is just a better offensive Pokemon and more threatening with the Life Orb. Doesn't have to take a hit in order to be useful at all, which is why Armaldo's where it is and Kabutops is where it is. Armaldo fell partially because of Kabutops coming in, so yeah. That's really all I have to say about that. Excelgor, I have no I don't know. I literally hadn't played any NU for like 2 months before Excelgor got removed. I know that I would use the lead set quite a bit. I would have a Focus Sash with Taunt Spikes, I think Endeavor or Final Gambit, one of those two, and Bug Buzz. And yeah, that's really, I would use that quite a bit. So I don't know, it just rose by usage. So it's an RU-mon now. It's basically the same thing as I'm not gonna say the same thing as Glalie, because Excelgor rose by its own power. Glalie just rose because it had something that was better to it. And now, finally, my favorite thing to happen ever to this tier. The new gods of our tier until Sheer Force for Alligator comes a few weeks from now. Heliolisk, Virizion, Mawile, Claydol, and Quagsire have finally fallen to the NU tier. Let's start with Heliolisk, possessing 62 HP, non-existent defense, 109 special attack, 94 special defense, and 109 speed. 109 speed being a very nice speed tier, which puts it just above Virizion, who has 108. And it is a monster. It is an absolutely fantastic Pokemon. It can run Life Orb, Choice Specs, or Choice Scarf very effectively, with Dry Skin giving it an immunity, or you can run Solar Power with Choice Specs so that to minimize the amount of damage that you receive. Heliolisk doesn't switch in on anything anyway, so you really, in the sun, Heliolisk basically just gets a free Volt Switch off. Or if you really needed to do something else, a free Hyper Voice off with Choice Specs and Solar Power. You switch it out, you switch it back in after something else dies, you Volt Switch out, and really, Heliolisk staying around in the late game is very important. And to think that it's only an A+ mon right now, Steelix has something to do with that. So Steelix can't really switch in because it does have Surf and Life Orb Surf from a Heliolisk with 109 special attack, not modest, so 370 special attack with a Life Orb. Surf is going to hurt you. It's going to hurt Steelix. I think it's a 2-hit KO still. So Heliolisk is an A+ mon in the NU tier right now. I think that will rise once the Mega Steelix gets about, which I do think will happen after the NU tier finishes its testing. So yeah, Heliolisk is fantastic. I love this mon so much, but I really haven't found the I haven't found the key for team building around Heliolisk. It's bothering me. I don't know how to build around it correctly. I've been able to build around Virizion nicely. I've been able to build around Claydol fairly okay, and I haven't tried Quagsire yet, but or Mawile. But Virizion is probably the Pokemon I've had the most success building around. It's just annoying me that I can't use Heliolisk properly. And every time I try, it just gets KO'd because I pull a sucky switch. Like, I switch it into Feraligatr, I'm like, yeah, I'm the man. I'm the man. Oh, look, Earthquake. Oops. Yeah. Oh, gosh. Well, I guess the one thing that's good about it is it's immune to the Aqua Jets. But, from the Swords Dance set. Ah, damn it. Hold on, one second. Alright, I'm back. So, yeah, we're gonna have to speed through this a little bit. I promised my friend that I would give him a Kofgragus in like 5 minutes. In like 25 minutes, and this was like 40 minutes ago. So, yeah. Yeah, still getting hounded by this. Oh yeah, he's saying okay now with the A and the Y at the end. Yeah, he's a little bit mad, I would assume anyway. So we have Virizion. This monster is also fantastic with 91 HP, 90 attack, 72 defense, which isn't non-existent, but it's not good either. To say that as well. 90 special attack, 129 special defense, and 108 speed. That special defense is fantastic. It allows to switch into things like not even really switch in, but Heliolisk is out. It does outspeed Virizion, but Life Orb Hyper Voice actually doesn't do enough to Virizion to KO it, or at least I'm not sure. I'm not even gonna calc it because I don't feel like it, or have the time to. Just because it'll take a while for my computer to even load it. So yeah, let's just pretend it doesn't to it KO it. So Virizion has a multitude of sets to work with. It has 90 attack, it has a Swords Dance set with Leaf Blade, it has Zen Headbutt, Close Combat, Stone Edge, I do believe it also has Iron Head, things like that. It has a Calm Mind set, it's got Focus Blast, it's got Giga Drain, it's got what else do you have on the special side? It's got Energy Ball, Giga Drain, Focus Blast, you're not running grass now. It's got the Hidden Powers, and whatchamacallit, Solar Beam if you want to run out Sun Team, of course. And then you've got the mix set. The mix set is something I've been trying to get worked, but it hasn't worked out for me. Work Up boosts the user's attack and special attack by 1. Now, Work Up with Giga Drain, Close Combat, and a move and a third move. Whoops. And a third move of and a third move of choice, Zen Headbutt or Hidden Power Ice or Hidden Power Rock or Ground, etc. Like, Work Up is a fantastic set. It's something that I've been trying to get to work for a very long time. It's just never worked for me, and it's actually a Gen 5 set that I've been that I came across one time, and it just worked. I mean, it's worked a couple times for me. Like, I was battling some guy and he sent out his Feraligatr, and I sent out my Virizion. He SD'd instead of Dragon Dancing, so he switched out. And once I had a workup going on, it was pretty much finished. Having Zen Headbutt would have helped me out before. I had like a Hidden Power Ground or Hidden Power Ice before I realized that Zen Headbutt was a thing. And freaking Muck would body me. Assault Vest Muck would absolutely body me. Basically, I lost to everything. Any poison type I would lose to with Virizion. So this is a good mon. It has Source set, has a Calm Mind set. It's got a Workup set. You can run anything. The possibilities are endless with Virizion. Virizion is also an A+ mon. I could also see it moving up to S, but it would not move up to S because of Steelix, as it really does not care about Steelix at this point. Gyro Ball is a one-hit KO, of course, but Special Virizion KOs it after 1 Calm Mind, and Physical Virizion needs 2 Swords Dances, but if it's taking some chip damage, it actually gets O-code at around 85% or so after 1 Swords Dance, so just get a little bit of damage off on it. Mawile is incredibly gimmicky. He got the Sheer Force Life Orb set with Swords Dance, Sucker Punch, Iron Head, Play Rough, and things you had like Fire Blast or Fire Fang, whatnot, etc., what you could run with it. Fire Blast is actually useful for things like Steelix who want to switch in. Mega Steelix without special defense investment actually takes actually takes 50%, exactly half from a whatchamacallit, actually takes 50% from a negative nature Sheer Force Life Orb Fire Blast from Mawile, and Fire Fang wouldn't do nearly as much damage because of the sheer physical defense of Mega Steelix. So it's a pretty good lure in that respect. It's also got other sets that I've been hearing about. I saw people using Assault Vest, and which it's not terrible, I'll say. It's not good either. But what was I gonna say now? That message just screwed me over. I really had no idea what the hell I'm gonna say again. Mawile does not have the best HP in the world. It's got a good, pretty good defense stat, bad special attack, special defense, and speed. Hold on, let me pause this first. Alright, anyway, it's got very low special attack, special defense, and speed, although its special attack is going to be pretty useful. Kind of like with Steelix having Sheer Force, Life Orb, Earth Power, and Flash Cannon, I guess. Or with Nidoking running special attack over physical attack, even though physical attack is far superior because of the coverage. The sheer coverage and the moves, plus having Sheer Force and Life Orb backing, is just fantastic. So, that's all I have to say about Mawile. It fell down to NU. I'm very excited about it. Claydol, one of the forbidden 3 of the RU tier, has finally come to NU. Hitmonchan for, let's see, they said every 3 months, so Hitmonchan for March. Wow, I said March. What the hell? Hitmonchan for May 2nd, please. Hitmonchan for May 2nd. So yeah, Claydol. Wow, the same day of the fight, huh? Anyway. So Claydol, you've got your Rapid Spin with Stealth Rock. Then you've got Earth Power and Psychic, pretty much. I've heard people talking about recovery. I really cannot find its recovery at all. Can't find it at all. So, if you know what that is, if you know where it is, please help me find it. Unless they were talking about something else. I mean, that's also possible. But Claydol has 60 HP, 70 attack, 70 special attack, 75 speed, 105 defense, 120 special defense. That speed is actually pretty nice in the NU tier. Helps you out speed. A lot of the things that would actually do quite a bit of damage to you. The set that you will see the most is modest max special attack, unless you need the specific special defense or defense stats. Claydol is one of the mons in this tier that does not need special defense or defense investment to be useful at all. It's kind of like Mantine not needing either one of these to be useful, where most Mantine, well, in the tier now, because of Specs Typhlosion, you will see max special defense natured Mantine, but before that, when it would only be the Scarf variant that you would see, because you wouldn't need that little extra damage, you would see max special attack Mantine with max HP, modest with Air Slash, Scald, Ice Beam, and Defog. Pretty standard. So Claydol's, the set that I've run is Rapid Spin, Stealth Rock, Psyshock or Psykick, and Earth Power. Earth Power being a 2-hit KO on Steelix, who 2-hit KOs in return, but Claydol could actually take 1 if it's already out, so that's fine with me. Very fine with me. And lastly we have Quagsire. Quagsire was OU 2 months ago. I mean, it fell so fast. It fell to UU, and it fell to RU, and it fell to NU. It's still a very useful mon in OU because of wow, that happened randomly. It's still a very useful mon in the OU tier because of it's very blah blah. It's still the only OU mon. It's wow. I keep screwing that up. It's still a good OU mon because of its ability Unaware, which ignores stat changes, and most of the setup sweepers in the OU tier are physical. So Quagsire having a decent physical attack stat as well as 95 HP, physical defense stat, excuse me, as well as 95 HP just makes it very, very useful, and it's just a cool Pokemon in general. Look at that face. I mean, it's just look at that. It's just awesome. So Unaware not being as useful, and with Water Absorb being out, with it being outclassed with Water Absorb in the RU tier and the UU tier, it just found its way down in NU because of usage. So it just happened. It's like wow, Quagsire has fallen all the way to NU. But yeah, like I was saying, Water Absorb, it's outclassed by Vaporeon, who also has a good amount of defense in the UU tier. Outclassed by Gastrodon and Alomomola, and something else. I forgot what it was in the RU tier. It's just, yeah, it's very Gastrodon is superior to Quagsire in the RU tier as a water absorber. Unaware is not very useful outside of the OU and some of the UU tier, mainly OU. So once it fell to UU, it was pretty much set in stone that it would fall all the way down to NU. But that's pretty much all. I am so excited to start playing NU again. It has been a long time since we had some new mons to use. So oh man, that's great. I love this. I am so in love. I think that's all I've done. So I guess my final verdict is that these tier changes were great. I love it. 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 And I'm so glad this happened to NU. Although we did lose our dear friend Kabutops to RU. Let's have a moment of silence. Okay, so bye Kabutops. Goodbye. Welcome Heliolisk, Virizion, Mawile, Claydol, and Quagsire. Let's get it, man. Alright. So that's gonna be it for me today, guys. I do hope you enjoyed the last little bit of tier shifts that I've been talking about lately. And the new gods of NU salute you for Heliolisk and Virizion. And their knights, Claydol, Mawile, and Quagsire salute you. Alright, so I do hope that you guys enjoyed this. Don't forget to hit that like button if you did. Hit that subscribe button if you aren't already and you really feel like hearing the amazing sounds of my voice again. And I will catch you guys later. Until we meet again, R.I.P. peace out. I'm gone. Like the wind. With the wind. Damn it. I'm done. Later.